He jested scars that never felt a wound. But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou her maid art far more fair than she. Be not her maid, since she is envious. Her vestal livery is but sick and green, and none but fools do wear it off. Cast it off. It is my lady, oh, it is my love. Oh, that she knew she were. She speaks, yet she says nothing. What of that? Her eye discourses, I will answer it. I am too bold, 'tis not to me she speaks. To the fairest stars in all the heaven, having some business, do entreat her eyes, to twinkle in their spheres till they return. What if her eyes were there, they in her head? The brightness of her cheek would shame those stars as daylight doth a lamp. Her eyes in heaven would through the airy region stream so bright, that birds would sing and think it were not night. See how she leans her cheek upon her hand. Oh, that I were a glove upon that hand, that I might touch that cheek. Ay me! She speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel, for thou art as glorious to this night, being o'er my head as is a winged messenger of heaven, unto the wide upturned wondering eyes of mortals that fall back to gaze on him, when he bestrides the lazy pacing clouds and sails upon the bosom of the air.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo, deny thy father and refuse thy name? Or if thou wilt not be sworn my love, and thou no longer be a Capulet.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a Montague. What's Montague? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet, so Romeo would. We're here, not Romeo called. Retain that dear perfection which he owes. Without that title, Romeo, doff thy name, and for that name, which is not part of thee, take all myself.
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be new baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus be screened in night, so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo and a Montague?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
How canst thou hither tell me, and wherefore? The orchard walls are high and hard to climb, and the place death, considering who thou art, if any of my kinsmen find thee here.
With love's light wings did I approach these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love without. And what love can do, that dares love attempt, before thy kinsmen are no let to me.
If they do see thee, they will murder thee.
Alack, there lies more peril in thine eye than 20 of their words. Look thou but sweet, and I am proof against their enemy.
I would not for the world they saw thee here.
I have night's cloak to hide me from their sight, and but thou love me, let them find me here. My life were better ended by their hate, than death prorogued waiting of thy love.
By whose direction foundst thou out this place?
By love, that first did prompt me to inquire. He let me counsel, and I lent him eyes. I am no pilot yet. Wert thou as far as that fast shore, washed with the farthest sea, I would adventure for such merchandise.
Thou knowest the mask of night is on my face, else would a maiden blush bepain my cheek for that which thou hast heard me speak tonight. Fain would I dwell on form, fain deny. Would I have spoke a farewell compliment, as thou love me, I know thou wilt say aye, and thou wilt take thy word, yet if thou swearest, thou mayst prove false. At lovers' perjuries they say, Jove laughs, a gentle Romeo, if thou dost love me, pronounce it faithfully, or if thou thinkst I am too quickly won, I'll frown and perverse, and say thee nay. So thou wilt woo, but else not for the world. In truth, fair not to you, I am too fond, and therefore thou mayst think my behavior lights. But trust me, gentlemen, I'll prove more true than the worst, than those more cunning to be strange. I should have been more strange, I must confess, but thou overheardst ere I was aware. My true love's passion, therefore pardon me, and not into this yielding to light love, which dark night hath so discovered.
Lady by yonder blessed moon, I swear, that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in encircled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or if thou wilt, swear by the gracious self, which is God of my idolatry, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love,
Well, do you not swear, although I joy in thee? I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unwise, too sudden, too like the lightning which doth cease to be ere one can say it lightens. Sweet good night. This bud of love, by summer's ripening breath, may prove a beauteous flower. When next we meet, good night, good night. Sweet as repose and rest come to thy heart as die within my breast.
oh, wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave thee mine before thou didn't request it, and yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank and give it to thee again, and yet I wish, but for the thing I have, my bounty is the boundless as the sea. My love is as deep, the more I give to thee, the more I have, for both are infinite. I hear some noise within, dear love, adieu. I come anon, but if thou meanst not well, I do beseech thee.
Madam.
By and by I come, to cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow I will send.
So thrive my soul.
1,000 times good night.
1,000 times the worse, to want thy light. Love goes toward love as schoolboys from their books, but love from love towards school with heavy books looks.
Hist, Romeo, hist, for a falconer's voice to lure the tassel gentle back again. Bondage is hoarse and may not speak aloud, else would I tear the cave where echo lies, and make hear airy tongue, more hoarse than mine, with repetition of my Romeo's name, Romeo.
It is my soul that calls upon my name. How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My sweet,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then. I have forgot why I did call thee back.
Let me stand here till thou remember it,
I shall forget to have thee still stand there, remembering how I love thy company.
and I will stay, to have thee still forgetting any other home but this.
'Tis almost morning. I would have thee gone, and yet no farther than a wanton's bird they let it whoop a little from her hand, like a poor prisoner in the twisted gyves, and with a silk thread plucks it back again, so loving jealous of his liberty.
I would I were thy bird.
Sweet so would I, yes, I should kill thee with much cherishing. Good night, patting is such sweet sorrow, that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
Sleep dwell upon thine eyes, peace in thy breast. Would I were sleep and peace so sweet to rest. Hence will I to my ghostly father's cell his help to crave and my dear hap to tell.